What are you gonna name your unborn child? Well, we're not gonna tell you. Can you put your cheeks into your teeth? Yeah.
Genetic testing day.
We are Lucy and Kelsey, and we've spent the last few years living a fully nomadic life, exploring the beautiful west coast of British Columbia. Now that we've found ourselves in Melbourne, Australia, our travel adventures are taking a slight pause while we prepare to start a new chapter of our life together. Follow us for updates as we embark on our fertility journey. We'll also likely get a bunch of adorable videos thrown in along the way of our deaf cattle dog, Jude, and some other fun adventures that we all go on.
Guess what is on my to-do list today? On my get-to-do list, because I feel very grateful that I get to do these things. So Myriad is something that is, I guess, an organized company that specializes in this. It's genetic testing. It is required for us to have 2 genetic counseling sessions in addition to the donor counseling sessions that we do need to have. And so this wasn't something that I was aware of until our nurse had sent it over in an email. And so they have a few options. They have this Myriad test, which is a really robust test. So they send you out a kit and you actually follow the instructions on the kit, and then it tells you it actually has over 175 diseases with one simple and cost-effective test is what it tests for. So saliva, blood, and DNA-based collection are the options. This is something that we're going to go ahead and do. It tests for a ton of health conditions, and it comes with the counseling that we need anyway. So the other option, which is a little bit cheaper, is just to get the 2 counseling genetic session. So that's a little bit of a cheaper option. We figure that we may as well do it. You don't know if you're carrying a gene that could be passed down that could potentially be life-threatening. And so if we can have that peace of mind, I sort of look at it as why wouldn't we? So I'm about to call and figure out if I can use this code, this clinic code, to actually order my carrier screening test.
If you can't hear us, it's because our dog is chewing on a goat antler.
Okay, genetic testing day.
Welcome back to our fertility journey.
To hear about our starting journey, if you haven't watched yet, we did our first video last week and it was all about going for our appointment with our nurse. People were very kind, so thank you for all of the love in the comments. We're excited about this journey. If you had to give me 5 words right now to explain how you're feeling, what would they be?
Excited, confused, and excited.
Okay.
5 is a lot. Mostly excited, but I find it difficult. We talked about this to get excited about things that I don't know when they're happening. So yeah, I'm excited to be a mom and to be a mom with you and all of that comes with actually being pregnant and having a baby, but doing a genetic test does not excite me. I'm okay, well, there's one more thing that we have to do, but I don't get excited about things like this, whereas you're oh, my genetics!
So we ordered, the thing actually that I wanted to touch on, a lot of people had mentioned from the last video that they weren't aware that there was even a app or how this whole donor thing worked. And so one of the reasons for the genetic test is actually mainly because of the donor element of this. So if they have, and I'll show some examples of what the app looks like, and you can actually sort of see what we're seeing as we're searching through. I actually found a cool donor this morning that I'm should I just request it? Anyway, I'm jumping ahead. However, the app is really cool. You can put in your search, you can find the donors that are available on that Adam is what it's called app. And then the reason that we're getting this genetic test is to widen the pool for our selection. So if they've undergone their genetic screening, what it will do is it will show, I believe they go through this, right? Myriad. And so it can detect up to 175 plus health conditions, and essentially if they've gone through that test and are positive for carrying some sort of gene that could be harmful for our future child, then we want to make sure that I'm ruled out for that gene. And so it just sort of, from what I understand, broadens how we can choose. And then if they haven't done that screening, it provides peace of mind to see what I don't have.
Question. I don't know if we should say harmful.
Well, it says life-threatening inherited genetic condition.
Okay, I just don't want anybody who is say this is cystic fibrosis, born with cystic fibrosis, to think that we think that that's a harmful thing. It's just
and I'm not even against this isn't to make it so that if we find out that I am a carrier for something that it would be well, absolutely not, we're not using the donor that perhaps could be a carrier for that. I guess you're technically not even allowed to.
I think that we're actually not allowed to.
We're not allowed to.
If it happens, it happens. But I think that that's what this is ruling out. I just didn't want to like use the wrong term and be like, this is a harmful thing that's happening, because there are people out there living with these things who probably maybe don't want to be considered harmful.
Yeah.
I don't know the right. I just think that it's 2022 and there's not like a. I don't know how to say things correctly, so I'm just putting my hand up and saying, I don't know if that was correct.
Yeah, maybe harmful is not the right word, and if that's not the right word, I apologize. I guess the biggest thing is it's talking here about inherited genetic disorders account for more than 20% of deaths in infancy and childhood, and obviously if there's something that we can do to prevent that, then we're gonna go ahead and do it. Anyway, long story short,
we're doing it so that it just opens up a broader range of sperm donors, because there are very few.
Yes, very few, like 7 right now.
7 altogether in this state. So if she were to have something, we just have to make sure that that donor that we choose does not have that. So if she has nothing, we were like free to pick from the 7. If she's got something, we might not be free to pick any, and we just gotta wait around for some perfect man to donate a sperm to us.
Yeah. Yay. Okay. So earlier this week, you would have seen that I was on the phone to, they're called Myriad, and they are responsible for sending us the genetic test in the mail. They courier it express, so it actually arrived by the end of the week. And now here we are on the weekend opening it up. So this is what it looks like. It is saliva. It's got all the instructions on the back.
Do not provide saliva specimen on waking, as your mouth may dry overnight or after vigorous exercise, so you're good. You can't eat, smoke, drink, chew gum, brush teeth, mouthwash, or kiss 30 minutes. Okay, you're gonna scrape the cheek walls
With teeth?
I feel like this, maybe. Can you put your cheeks into your teeth? Yep.
Yep.
That's weird. And bring thicker saliva to the front of your mouth and expel it.
Okay.
So when that happens, you're gonna do that, and you're gonna get all the thick saliva from the back of your everywhere. Get rid of it.
Okay.
And then fill the collection tube to the black line and close the lid with preserving system. Are you gonna spit all that thick saliva into
it?
Thing? You unscrew the preserving system lid and replace it with a cap. Ensure your patient name, date of birth, collect.
Okay, let me see what it all looks like. Ooh. Look, it even comes with a bag to ship it back in. So, wow, this is all very official looking. This is how it comes. So you can see here at the back, that's gonna be the tube that I actually put my saliva in.
Saliva! Don't open it, you're gonna contaminate it until you're ready to, okay.
This is the specimen
It
bag.
says not to be exposed to anything, so.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it all back, because clearly I'm doing it all wrong.
In the meantime, why don't we just chat? I've got some interview questions for you.
Okay.
This is not my phone. Did you ask the people on the Instagram to ask you questions, and are we gonna do a question?
I did. You want to know what? The number one question that came up over and over and over and over and over again were what our baby names are going to be. Have we selected them and what they're going to be?
What are you gonna name your unborn child? Well, we're not gonna tell you.
I would say we have 2 names that we're like set on, right?
It's very gender neutral. Well, maybe it's not actually. We've created them as gender neutral in our brain.
That's the only hints you're going to get.
All right. So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It was not on my cell phone. I was just gonna make it up. Are you nervous?
For the genetic test?
No. Or what are you nervous about for the whole part? Because I know that nerves live in you.
The only thing that I'm nervous about The only thing that I'm nervous about is not being able to like fully provide to whatever level that means for me to our child. That's the only thing I'm nervous about.
Once they're born?
I'm not nervous about like how I'm gonna hold them, like none of that stuff I'm nervous about, or like how to put them in their pram or anything like that. I am nervous, or like how to change a nappy, because like I don't even really know how to do that. The only thing I'm nervous about is like not providing enough for them.
Where I'm like,
I think
as long as the child is loved and happy and has some sort of food, we're good. Like,
and I
obviously,
agree.
we might step it up a bit and be a bit better than good. I believe that, but I'm okay with good.
I'm okay with good too,
Well,
but I
you're-
like to be great. I want to be a great mother.
Well, I think you're gonna be a great mother just as you are, but the more you stress about it, I'm sure you'll get better.
I'm sure, and I'm sure by the time the baby arrives, I'll be so tired that I'm like, I don't even want to be great today. Like, I'm good. So
That's where I'm at. I'm like, you know, at some point you're like, nah, could care less about being great.
the battery died halfway through what I was saying, and now I can't even remember what I was
What you're
saying.
excited about, you want to be the coach because you're going to be the greatest. You can't just be a mom on the sidelines like me. You want to coach the team and be the best coach.
Yeah.
You want to get like an award for best coach of the year. It's not about you kids having fun in the sport, it's that you would like to be the best coach. Like, I'm gonna be late for the game because I've made all the snacks for after. I got the orange slices and the waters and the drinks and the this and the that, and I've called all the parents and we're gonna have a picnic after. And I just want to make sure that the kids are replenished. And
We're gonna make a good team.
my wife will be like, run faster! Get the ball!
I don't know her.
She's not my wife. Do you want to ask me a question?
Questions?
I asked you to ask me one.
If you have any questions for Kelsey, put them in the comments below. My biggest question for you is, what time today do I get a haircut?
We call a haircut a hairy. Lucy needs a hairy.
So bad.
And I've been saying for at least 3 weeks, you need a haircut.
You should see the back.
You need a hairy.
There's this one part.
Don't touch it like that.
Oh, what? I'm gonna put it up later. Anyway, if I flip it like this, it's fine. Then I flip it like this.
More
it's,
to fine.
Oh, it's nice. It's just a little bit untamed right now, and that's okay. Life is good. Okay, we're gonna wait a few more minutes, then we're gonna do this test, and then just wanna say a huge thank you for watching another one of our videos. If you haven't already, what do?
Hit the subscribe button, which is
Somewhere on this screen is gonna be a subscribe button. That
there's
means
a bell, and it's red, and it says subscribe.
if you do have any questions, let us know in the comments below.
This cost how much money, doll? That's a question.
Oh yeah, it was $399 US. They said on the phone or via email, the first email I got about the company said it was going to be about 560 Australian, and then when it actually went through, it was 588 Australian. So let's make the money worth it. Let's do the test.
Pretty close, about 10 minutes till we can do it, so we gotta go read the instructions again.
Okay, let's read the instructions again, then we'll do the test. Then
We're taking our dog to meet Lucy's grandparents in their old folks' home.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it here?
she's gonna be like a therapy dog. Yeah.
She's my therapy dog.
She's
Gosh.
gonna love it there. She's got no idea. She's gonna go on a big walk first, and then we're gonna drive to the old folks' home, and then take her around to visit all the old people.
Are you excited to be a sister? Hey. Yes, you can hear me, can ya? The only way that that liquid is going to come out is when
we
you
click
because
it.
yes, this thing is going to snap that, and that liquid is going to go in here and mix, but
Yeah.
nothing is going to happen to that until you actually click it.
Okay, ready? I feel like it's bubbly.
That's okay. We'll stop swishing it around like a mixer. Just, I think so. It looks like you got a lot. Take it in. I feel like you did it because it says filled to here without the bubbles, and you did it.
Yay! Gold star!
With
My
your
other hand,
and
until we hear it pop.
tightly until it clicks. Go, quick, go. Yep. So all that liquid went in. Is the lid closed tightly? Yep. Okay. Hold the tube upright and unscrew the funnel on the lid. Put that on the top. When it's closed tightly, shake for 5 seconds.
Really?
Yes. Your saliva with the control, like the agent, whatever it's called.
Whew. Sweating. Today's date is June 19th, 2022.
Seal filled and labeled saliva tube into the specimen bag.
I feel like I work in a lab. Okay, we're sealed up. Our last step is to place it in the shipping container bag thing that they give you. Last step.
No.
Goodbye, genetics. Goodbye, DNA. But it's in there, it's ready to go.
Thank you so much for watching another one of our videos all about our fertility journey. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, and we can't wait to see you back here for another video soon.